See, I had every intention of just leveling it myself and building a temporary leveling jig, and then I saw this thing. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna save me 2 days, you know?
Yeah.
So. This slab is about 13 feet long, and it's about 21 inches wide at its narrowest point. It's going to go on top of an 8-foot long cabinet and hang out on either side. I might have to shift it back and forth. A couple things are going on here. One is the wood is actually chamfered in, so it's a little bit skinnier on the bottom side. I wanted the larger work surface, so I put the outside of the tree down. And I'm going to need to make the cabinet fit that. So I'm about 18 inches wide at my skinniest point. I'm going to make the cabinet a little bit smaller than that so I have room to sort of finagle this around. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the slab right in half and finish it in 2 pieces and then join it on the site, because otherwise I'm never going to be able to get it there. And I'm going to do like kind of a clever little patch to hide where it's joined. So I think I'm just going to rip it right in half right now so I can maneuver it around, and then deal with the repercussions of that later. This slab is going to get cut down to a 10-foot section. It's going to go against the wall and on top of a steel frame that's very open for more seating areas. And I'm not quite sure exactly how it's all going to come together yet, but I know the first thing I can do is I can pick my favorite 10 feet, cut the other 2.5 feet off, and then I bet you a guitar lives in that other 2.5 feet. But we'll worry about that some other day.
1 hour later. The next day. Day 3.
That's how I made these slab tops. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and check out the next video following up probably next week where I show how I made the bases for both of these pieces and a little bit of the install. All right, thanks for watching and be good.